stencils on these wood. So I'm going to spray the back of the stencil. That's what it looks like. To make it stick to the wood. These are reusable stencils. So, line this up. This is going to go a little bit over the wood, but that's okay. As long as the letters are in there, I'm good. Right there. And now I'm going to go spray paint it. I think I'm going to do that since it's a wood background. I'm going to do black. I like doing white on red. Sometimes red on white, but I got a couple Christmas trees. Get a Christmas tree farm one that I usually do green. Alright, let's go paint this. And I'll bring you with me to paint it. Here we go. I'm going to do it outside. I got a board over on my garbage can. Wait for it. I want to make sure it didn't come up at all. Alright, there we go. That's going to go a little bit over, but I don't care. I might have to paint the sides of the wood black later. Here we go. And I got my back to the car behind me. I don't want to have spray paint on the freaking BMW. Then it'd be wet sanding, not wet sanding, but buffing out the car. Okay, let me get a good look at that. Looks bad now, but just wait. Okay. I don't want to leave it outside because it very well could rain. We're in Oregon, so it could rain at any given moment. So I'm going to put this in here. Get a bucket underneath. Let's put that on top of the bucket. And then I got a heat gun underneath my sink. Kind of speed that up a little bit. I got another one. I think I'm going to do that one green. Redwood, hi, how's it going? Love the art, thank you. I'm always doing something on YouTube. I'm either opening up trading cards or showing off my cats. My wife has a little boutique, so thought I'd do a little pop-up with these things. So leave that. The next one I got set up is Farm Fresh Christmas trees, pine, spruce, fir, cut and carry. I did one of these with a solid green, and then I did white. It looked pretty good, but this one I'm going to do wood, and I'll do green. Got these cans of paint, $5 each. There was something written here. I didn't want it, so I just taped it off. All right, let's go back out to the garbage can. Here we go. And you don't need a lot of paint when you do these. And if there's a mistake made, you just call it rough or shabby chic or whatever the heck you want to call it, and you just saw it. A lot of times if there's a mistake, somebody might think you meant to do it. Hello, Caden. I changed my font. Nice. Welcome. I can feel it starting to rain. I gotta go quick. Okay, here we go. And you notice I'm not going super hard on it. I'm just barely misting the dang thing. Okay, it's done. We don't even need a lot of paint on it. Here we go. Going back in the house or the garage. Got my setup in here. Usually there's nothing out here, so I always park my cars in the garage, so that table's temporary with all the tools on it, and then this is my workspace. For now, just a table. All right, let's get the heat gun on that. Wait for it. Go back to that one. I did a few of these where I did the stencil and then what are you making? Says Caden. They're signs. I'll pull off the stencils in just a minute. Let's see it. They're little Christmas signs. Once I pull this stencil off, give me like 2 minutes and I'll pull one off. But I tried daubing paint on these before. I used that paint and I used a sponge. And I daubed the paint on, but it bled through and it looked like crap. So, spraying it looks a lot better. And it's a lot quicker. Okay, we're gonna leave that there. Do a little bit more. Speed this up. And these stencils are reusable. You can get them on, Caden says, I kind of want to make those, but I know I'll get messy. I know. I've done it and I've got messy before. So what I did is, see that piece of plywood over there? I cut that into the smaller squares. Sanded it down. I was going to route out an edge on them, but the wood wasn't that great, so I'm going to get a little bit better wood for routing out some edges. So I just did straight edges. These are fun to make. All right, I think the black one might be ready. Hang on. You don't want to burn yourself with the heat gun. That's dry. Okay, a little bit more. I'm going to peel this one off. You can see what it looks like. See if I screwed it up or not. And it looks, no, it looks fine. I think it'll look good. The bad thing as well is that I have autism, and it's not like really bad in the middle. It kind of is not. Hello, you know what? I think you can do anything. You can try anything. I've done this a few times, and it looks stinky. I didn't do a good job. Each time you do something like this, you get better. Put your mind to it, I'm sure you could do it. Or you could try it, and if you didn't like it, don't do it. All right, let me set up this. Here we go. I'm going to peel this off and see what it looks like, see if I screwed it up. So far, so good. That looks good. It's kind of off to one side. So what I'll do with that is, I knew I was going to go on the edge of that. What I'll do is I'll put this through the wood cutter, and I'll probably take off like a 1/4 inch on this and call it done. And then I'm going to paint the edges black. I probably won't ask a lot for this one. To where maybe I'm going to be asking, I don't know, $15. I might put like $5 on this one, make it a discount one. All right, so there's one. Let's see how the other one turned out. Yeah, a lot of times you can do something else with it if it comes out nasty. Oh, it does not. Let me read that again then. I see you corrected it. Really bad in the middle, and if kind of need help. I meant to say, how much are they? Like I said, I'll probably ask like $15. I got a box of them on the inside of the house. All right, here we go. Let's peel this one. Let me see if it's dry. Here we go. So far, so good. The important thing is I use spray on the back side of it. That one actually looks pretty good. Hang on. So I'll put a coat of something on this. Yeah, I like that one. All right. So we'll let these dry right there. A little bit more. I got a whole box of them on the inside, but you can see what the stencils look like. Here's one that I like a lot. It's a Frosty. Let me see if you can see it. It says Frosty's Snowflake Cafe, hot cocos and cookies. I did one of those and it turned out good. I'm going to go in the house. I'm going to get the box of the other ones I made. I'll be right back. Some of them are 90% dry, some of them are 100% dry. So hang on, be patient. Alright, I'm back. Hang on. Alright. I'll pull out some of the other ones that I did. The stencils are pretty cool. See what I missed? At the bottom, put like LV on this. Yeah. I could do anything I wanted to. Okay, here's another one I did. The old-fashioned sleigh ride. That one, I like that one. White with the red. I centered it good and everything on that one. So that one's good. But I got to put a coat of shine on them as well. Here's another one I did. I didn't like this one. Hand-rolled candy canes, but once I did it white with the red, I was like, I kind of like it. Like I said, I'll probably sell them for like $15. Put a little wall hanger on the back. I'll probably paint the back of them black. And I did this one. So this is an example of what I didn't like. Instead of spraying this one, I daubed it with paint, and it kind of got fat. But I'm like, you know what? Somebody will still buy it. I'll just put a discount on that one. Hot cocoa. That one's cool. And then this one, put a little bit extra time in this one. Again, I daubed this one with the paint and kind of fattened up. It's kind of cool. And the wood originally was like that. I stained the wood first and then I did it after. All right, let me see what people are saying. Hang on. You could say something like, hey, I'm excited to celebrate Christmas with you. Do you have any fun plans or traditions we should do together? This opens up conversation and shows enthusiasm. Exactly. That's a good idea. You're a good Google searcher. But yeah, these stencils, I think I paid 12 or $15 for 10 of these. And they got a whole bunch of different kinds. I bought some military ones too. Here's a fun stencil. This one's just like a farm fresh egg stencil. I paid 69 cents for that stencil on sale at a hobby store. And I kind of made this one kind of rustic. So it was like see the crack on the wood? I'm like, I'm just going to do a rustic one. So any flaws on the wood will kind of go with that theme. Here's the snowflake one I showed you earlier. This one I like a lot. So yeah, I didn't do anything to that. Cut it, shot it. I'll put a little hanger on the back. I don't know if I'll do the sides black or not. Doing the sides black, sometimes you can the paint will go over on that, so I might just leave it the way it is. Here's you see up there the tree one I did. This is one I like better. It's green. You can see the difference between the two. I like the green one better. Kind of has a tree theme. I ended up spraying this green. Took a while to dry. What else should I Google? Well, I actually already Googled a bunch of stuff for stencils. I was not Googling, but on Amazon I was looking up stencils. So this one, it's just a horse one. And that was just, I'll show you how I did that one. That literally took maybe 3 minutes to make. Hang on. Let me find it. Give me a minute. What did I do? Stuff all over. Oh, here it is. So I went to the hobby shop, and in their metal section, I found this horse in the metal section. And all I did is I just set it down and sprayed right on top of it. Boom. And that metal horse was, I think, $4.50 I paid for that. I figure I'd do a couple of the signs, kind of spruce them up, make them look good, ask $10 a sign, pay for itself. So yeah, that's what I do to keep busy. Because it's my app keyboard. I'll Google what are best stencils for Christmas. Oh, that's a good idea. That's a very good idea. All right, I'm gonna do the next one. Let me put these in here. I don't think I've got the wall hangers on any of them yet. One thing you gotta make sure of when you're doing this, if you have paint on your fingers, not to mess them up. Yeah, I think that one's my favorite. Just looks cool. So far, I have made 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 with a little egg one. I won't ask a lot for that egg one. All right, let me flip this around so you can see what I'm doing. I'm not going to be able to see what you're writing. How does this work? Wait, let me get caught up real quick. Those are the results from Facebook. Snowflake Christmas ornaments. Oh, that's good. Actually, yeah, I bet you there's some ornament ones that would be cool. But I also want to be careful. I don't want to have a ton of Christmas ones and then have them all left over. Because people only buy so much Christmas stuff. I'll do a few of them. And I also ordered some military ones, some camo. Alright, I gotta figure out which one. These ones I just did. So out of 5, I'm bigger. So I will have to put tape around the edge. And with the red, I'll probably do, it's also when I'm placing the stencil, I'm looking at the distance between the edge, the end of the writing and the edge of here, it's about an inch, and here to here is about an inch. P over there, W there, it's about the same. If you don't dirt right, it'll be offset. I got spray adhesive to hold down the stencil. Place it again. My hands are sticky. And I might do to help that glue to dry a little bit. When I'm painting that white, I don't want to. I could do the edge white. That might actually look cool. Do I want to do the edge white? You know what? Maybe on the next one I'll do it. So the next one of these I do, I'm not going to paint the edge. I will just do the center. And then when I'm painting the words, I'll spray paint the side. Good job, me. Alright, so this one I'm going to cover. So the last time I used this stencil, I used this paint and daubed it on. It was just, did not turn out good. For me, spraying is better. I saw some other people online. They daubed it. You have these little dauber things that go on the top. They were going through and going daub, daub, daub. But it was moving, it was bleeding. And I was like, I'm not doing that. This is much faster. I like the smell of paint in the air. Yeah, the first 4 of them I did, I just bought a 12 foot by 6 foot board, and I just cut them 12 feet apart, so I made 6 boards. The board was $21, so 21 divided by 6, like $3.50 each. So each board cost me $3.50. It doesn't cost a lot for paint because it gets divided amongst all the other boards. So I'm probably in each picture for about, I don't know, $4.50, and if I sell them for $15, it's $10 profit. Now that I'm thinking about it, all this work for $10. Yeah, maybe you don't want to do this. All this for $10. Alright. workshop, red board. Probably want to do white. I'm going to do white. Alright, you're coming with me. And get paint. Caden, I'm glad you're having a good time with your face emoji app. Alright, here we go. Hang on, let me put you down for a second while I open the can. Okay, here we go. I gotta shake this up more. This is the first time I've used this. I don't know about downloading on my phone. I'll have to look at it. Here we go. I'm spraying towards the car, hopefully. I don't paint my car. Okay. That is done. Let's go in and dry it off. See what it looks like. Any tips if I try to do it? Yeah, have plenty of. I mean, my hands are sticky right now. You gotta be careful. I say start small. And you know what, like I said, that big piece of wood over there, sometimes you can go to like a Home Depot and they'll already have squares cut. If you don't have cutting tools, or if you're too dangerous to cut, you can always do that. And I think they sold a board like that big for like $4 pre-cut. So it might be easier to do that. To make it simple, you go to Home Depot, you can buy one of those, buy a can of paint, get the stencil. The only thing that makes it easier is the spray adhesive. That totally makes it, and I didn't even read the directions on this. Step 1, spray the back of the stencil lightly. I didn't do that. Position the stencil. Use minimal paint. I guess I did do it. But this stuff was $8. But I've used it on quite a few stencils and there's still some left. Alright. Let me, that one, I'm going to find a stencil for that one. I think that'll be my last one for tonight. You know, maybe we'll do the old-fashioned sleigh rides. Let me see if I can hold it up to where you can see it. Old-fashioned sleigh ride. Let's try that one. I think I might do this one in either green or black. Black. Alright. Here's my spray. And if you're spraying stuff, watch your overspray. Obviously, if it's paint, do that outside where it doesn't matter, or inside with things taped off. I was supposed to let that dry. You know what? I think doing the heat gun actually worked out pretty good. For the glue, well, not the glue, the adhesive. So obviously you can see I got different signs and different stages. The fun part is the stenciling. I did a lot of work earlier with cutting the wood, sanding it down, measuring. These stencils are 12 inches by 12 inches, and they were kind of tight in the 12 by 12 boards, so I made a couple 14 by 14 inch boards so there'd be a border around it. Alright. That is pretty good. Tight. Alright, take the edge of it. And if you do decide to buy a stencil and use this paint, you gotta clean it off. With the spray, I don't even clean it off. I don't think you need to. It's such a light layer. Yeah, maybe I'll have to throw out the stencils after using them, I don't know, 20 times or something. Or more. So yeah, I'm going to work on these, get a stockpile of little signs, and then my wife has a little boutique, so I'm there. Or I could do like a farmer's market or something. Usually people at farmers markets like things like this. Okay, when I taped that, kind of opened up the, make sure that's down, kind of pulled up the stencil a little. For something like this, blue tape is the best. Blue tape is not cheap. A roll of it's like $4 to $5. But if you try to cheap your way out of it, you'll have issues. And this blue tape won't take off the paint of the board. Alright. Thought about getting a red board and having a little bit of spray coming down, white spray that looked like snow. Oh, maybe not. Alright, we'll paint this one. You're coming with me again. Wow, you're going crazy with emojis. I love it. You don't have Home Depot in California? What's that? I copied your steps and now I have a big lump of paint over my setup. I'll just be careful. Okay, here we go. I'm doing black on this one. Tell you what, out of all of them, it seems like black covers the quickest. Honestly, probably one can of paint is going to last me forever. I missed some of it. Hang on. I'm just going to do it right here next to the car. Here we go. Right there on the edge, I missed it. Now watch what happened. I already know I painted that. Oh, no, I didn't. Good. Alright. I'm going to heat gun that. Put you back on the car. So when I bought spray paint, because I'm doing Christmas, I did green, red, white, and black. Black mainly for lettering. Right. I'm trying to stay organized when I do stuff like this. I know it doesn't look like it, but I'll try. Okay, heat gun. If you use a heat gun, be careful. They're hot. You gotta be careful with the heat gun. If you get really close, you can bubble up the paint. Less is more. Same with the paint when you spray it. Less is more. Don't hold the paint there. Overshoot it. Ooh, it's raining. So this is it. That's ready to be peeled off. That's still tacky. Alright, here we go. I'm peeling it off. Let me bring you closer. Here we go. Does anyone want noodles? Can you not offer everybody noodles? That's funny. Alright. There we go. But if somebody might like noodles, I don't know how you're going to get them noodles, but it's funny as I call my one cat Noodle. Her name is Sterling. I call her Noodle every once in a while. Or I'll call her Noodle, which would be a fancy version of Noodle. I did find that one of them that stuck really well to the board. I had to get a razor blade and kind of poke the edge of it, but I don't think this one's going to do that. I'm actually going to make a circle of tape, put it right there, and we're going to pull it right up. Wow, that one turned out good. At least I think it did. Put that over there. Yeah, that one turned out okay. I know some people go through, and when they do projects like this, they'll paint the little lines. I don't care. I'm not getting all that detailed. If I spent a lot more time on the thing, I'd be charging like 40, 50 bucks for one. Yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm cranking these out. But I want them to look good. I want somebody to buy it and be happy with it. I just got to get a coat of gloss on it. I think I might. I got to look and see if I've got something. I got some decoupage stuff. I don't know if that would work. Santa's Workshop. Let me get the other Santa's Workshop. We'll compare them. There it is. This was the other Santa's Workshop that I did. That was the one that I daubed the paint on. But I like the red one better. But I don't know, I like the stained one too. Okay. That one looks nice. Leave that right there. Let's see if the next one is ready. Sleigh ride. It's getting there. Let me heat that up. So my little workspace, I can just pull this table to the side and get my truck right in the garage again. I'm very picky with my garage. Why is the paint so lumpy? I know. That other one, the paint was lumpy because I daubed it. That was one of my first ones. I like the spray to look better. You can do Minecraft bases. You could. As long as I have a stencil, I can do anything. Oh, that popped up over there. I think it's okay. You can see when I heated it up, it popped up right there. All right, here we go. Yeah, I know what you're saying about if I could do like Minecraft stuff. I'm a baseball card guy, so it'd be cool if I could do something that had like looked like a baseball card, not just like baseball theme, but it'd be cool if I could make something that looked like a baseball card. Or maybe some old cars or something. I hope this one might be crooked. Hope I didn't mess with it. No, I don't think so. Alright. Here we go. I'm going to put tape under it to hold it up a little. Now, let me do two of them. Alright, here we go. I'm going to reveal it. I just got to find a corner that's up. Wow. I think this is good. There we go. I kind of like that. So sometimes you can see the paint right there. It kind of got, it's not a clean line like you see over here, but it's fine. Somebody's gonna like that and they're not gonna notice that. Cool. One more done. Kind of like the black and the red. That looks cool. I think I might be done for tonight. Just gotta clean up. Well, thank you for watching Stencils with me. Wow, look at all those emojis. Caden, you went crazy with those. This is what Paint Emoji keyboard looks like. Ah, that's interesting. It is okay. Very cool. Alright, I gotta clean up all my stuff, put my stencils away. Probably tomorrow I'll cut a couple more pieces of wood, paint them, and then do stencils. Actually, you know what? I could do one more. I could do this baby one. It's a small one. Oh, watch your other streams tomorrow. Sounds good. Yeah. Subscribe, and then when I go live, you can see me. I do a bunch of different stuff. But let me see if I can find that egg one. Here's a stencil. See this one. Oh, I think I might be done. Oh, I think I heated it up. I wrecked it. That stencil, the back of the Q, I kind of heated. That ain't gonna work anymore. I messed up the stencil. This stencil, this is what it looked like. I paid 69 cents for that stencil, and I got a few out of it. But yeah, kind of the bird's leg right there. Yeah, it's getting beat up. I wonder. Yeah, this is a cheap one. It's not as thick as. Yeah. Well, you get what you get for 69 cents. All right, that one's done. Throwing it out. Maybe I could do front of a horse on that one. I don't know. We could try that. Maybe we'll do it right here since it's raining outside. A lot of times, what color should I do? You know, maybe I could, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe I could daub this one. This is metal. You know what, I'll do one right here. Black would probably be the best background for it. And this isn't even fully painted. I'll just do a little bit. Here we go. This is a beat up table, so I don't mind the overspray on it. I'm not even gonna do the whole thing. There we go, that's all I'm doing. Wait, one more. Let's see how that turned out. Wait for it. Doo-doo. That's not too bad. Yeah, I could put a couple bucks on that one. I'll definitely paint the edges of that black. Maybe I'll do that now. Do this a little bit. No, then I'll quit. That don't look right. He was right. Well, that's stupid. That one sucks.